Hey, John. Dogfight with Michigan State. Colt. John, you got an absolute dogfight, Michigan State, huh? Went crazy. Who's that? Oh, hey. Okay, Dylan. Running a turbo is beneficial to me. Looking at what? Caitlin's got a chance. That's... Ooh-wee. I'm sweating. Her husband has been sick. Yeah, I feel a little better. You got this, pair. Lock in.
So much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly.
I'll go where?
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not happening. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the
Damn, pair.
with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
I'm too busy fucking down this field.
It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offenses don't like being in this situation. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you get. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, UCLA. Catch it for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. Offense slips the running back out.
Yeah, I made cheeseburgers absolutely sick as a dog. Well, I hadn't ate all day, so I'd eat something.
Well, we were going to pick something up after the Walmart. So he was getting fussy in his car, and I was like, please gotta go home.
He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Haven't been home.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. We've had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick completion to the right, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
It'll be Richmond.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them.
Then I did back tonight because when he was at the KK and Seahawks, he played in
Smith
water.
dropping the pass. Flicks it out of the air.
Naked, so after he got done
Really
doing
good
that, he
job
got
to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What?
From the gun, they'll try to impose
I
their
know
will.
what you're doing.
Inaccurate.
Will give him the
offenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Well, guys, Bennett can now crawl. We are cooked.
Very slow, but he'll get the hang of it.
He is now mobile. We are cooked.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
There's the mean looking face. Well, now he's
Lewis to
smiling.
throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you have to turn it loose deep. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah. It's 8:30, so return.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession.
We had dates in the first one. But I think he got muted.
Really nice pick up there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make the first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Just got to finish the play. If
Thank
you're a wide
you. I'm not
receiver, you got to
finished
look
yet,
that one
but
and complete it. It's a bad
we
drop.
can only do so much.
It was bad. I'm watching Pairs games.
The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win.
What a throw.
Get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. That's caught. It's Chang. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately,
Doesn't
but
his
not
nose still
before
work?
he gets
Yeah.
it to the 40.
Yeah, his nose still works.
Looking for a productive
Oh,
play
yeah,
on first
he's
down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Turning it on. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side
I
of the
think
line. They're
30
able to get
pounds
great push,
easy.
get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
That might-
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
They'll run the option. They go to the ground. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice job,
I don't know.
Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Now it's too busy to just score.
Tight end finds a soft spot.
Uh-oh. That boy crawling. Come here, buddy. Hey, Stinky.
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their
He's figuring it out a lot more than he usually does.
run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary.
Now we gotta baby-proof the house, guys.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They got to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. The Bruins decide to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if they can get it back deep in their own end. And they'll bring him down to get the offense
Oh.
started on the next drive.
Well, they said that.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The option look. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
My chair was
They'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Under fire. A strike downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? On the option. Running back searching for a hole. Ball down, and he'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 30.
Oh no, he's going, isn't he? Oh no.
Wants to go on top on 1st down.
He's hell on wheels next week.
And the defense settled in to stop that.
I don't plan on being sick.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
He's figuring it out.
From the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
No.
And sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Oh, the disc golf.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Pitts. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, give on the inside. Gets into the open. He won't get there. short play. The Bruins line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position on that high punt. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena.
And the Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
He just likes to throw his around
Quarterback
and
adapted.
make it go everywhere.
Now
Oh,
he'll
Jacob.
let one fly down the left side.
Oh, Jacob.
Oh
Down,
no.
but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
It'll be fine.
Lewis wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and they first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of
all the
downs.
dog hair really comes out.
Just trying to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. They're
I
dealing
think
with
about
a
it.
second and long.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I gotta get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Well, we're
Unloads to
trying to
the
get
right.
things up and launching
Got
not
him
being
downfield.
done.
Touchdown, Bruins. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy.
Yeah, I
The
can.
connection between quarterback and wide receiver.
And I think he's
Inside. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. They'll go back to work on offense.
I think she did because what's next?
Looking for room. It's Skinny.
This is not that diet.
What?
3 chili cheese dogs and a plate full of fries.
Looking for a man. It's Verrier. And he was hit just as he was
Bob, you better quit throwing up, buddy.
incomplete.
Where's the wife?
The defense is able to get some pressure
You should be up on his PJ.
all game long. Different ways to affect him.
You know, the reason why our house is such a mess is because this child.
Because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
He's got it. The chains will move, and they'll have first
Did you guys good day today?
inside the red zone at the 18. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route.
Oh my God, Danny.
to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Off play action on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Then you have your
What a
poop
great
out of
play
your
by the
system
defensive tackle.
now.
Look, sacks aren't just for very
You
athletic,
done
long defensive
pooping?
ends. These D tackles, man, they
Ready
use
to
their
put that
strength.
time?
They push
Daddy slept
linemen
a
back in
long
the
time
pocket and
ago.
collapse it, pull away with the sack.
Behind the line, it's Ali. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a
Oh
completion
my
that
God!
lost
In
yardage.
Animal Kingdom, Caitlin, I'm so excited to
Not
find the
exactly
spring
the
roll part.
ideal situation for this offense. Third and
I
long,
thought he
back
was
up inside their 20.
Where?
Oh
And
no!
he needs a
Where is
break.
it gone?
I don't know.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and he just turned
Yes,
it for a
I'm
sweep.
the
And the
Pizza?
Huskers will
yeah,
line up
grass
and
is
find a
the
way.
best.
3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll feel the punt, trying to make a big play. A solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Across the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with the fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally put
Here's your
down
fat
at the
rascal.
25. It's a gain of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Knocking down for a loss of a couple.
I don't want to get any sickness.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by
Well,
running
that
the
doesn't have
football,
not feel
eating the
good.
clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, and the defense knows
Well, yeah, I
it's
go to
going
work
to
and
take
I
a
interact with
long
children.
run here and getting stops like what they just did. Here's to see what the offense.
You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Okay, then.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the RPO complete. That's a really good tackle there. Giving up some size and still making the play.
You asked me where the remote is?
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. On the option. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. Ernie on the Jets. Touchdown.
Great offenses find a way to feature their playmakers. How about the creativity by the offense? Using the speedster, the wide receiver as the pitch man, and he kicks it into high gear and makes the huge, long touchdown run for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle.
If he's not asleep by the time I finish, I'll get him. Okay.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paula, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They want to run it left here. There he goes. Inside the defense, and they'll take it all away. Touchdown, UCLA.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Here comes the option. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. It's complete to the right. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Gets it out fast. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down the throats all day long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Got the quick completion. At the 40, there he goes. It's a running room. At the 20. And he ran away quick ground, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. And defenses can't cover him. That last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. He's at the 10. And it's in there for a touchdown.
I'll be surprised, if he doesn't.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
How entertaining has this game been? How good are these offenses right now as we take a look at the stats after 3?
What happened there?
Started screaming and crying.
It's because we left you.
And then say, Mommy put me on the bed, and I just started crawling all over him.
Yep, he did. That's what I did when I was with him. Here, hold him. I'm gonna finish this game, then I'll put him in the bed, Caitlin. Since he is being bad.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a great
His whip hair.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to
He has
change
nothing.
the thought process.
Nothing.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
He's good.
Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier today.
First down.
I was like, what the hell?
Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Bruins are threatening in the red zone. He'll do it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Makes the grab.
Oh my god, dude, what the fuck?
Gets it in. Touchdown, UCLA. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Makes a move. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lewis wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Pitts. Turns it on in midfield. Turns it on down the right side. Slippery slide. Finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout those Rockets fans will remember for some time.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He's in open space downfield. Spins away. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end.
Why can't you throw an act? Finn, shut the fuck up.
They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. You know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Lewis to throw. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. And they got him for a safety.
These offenses, sometimes when they get pressed and they know they got to go fast and they got to put points on the boards, sometimes they get a little bit reckless, and they do right here. They give up the safety. Now down multiple possessions and kicking off. The chances of them winning just went way down.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Behind the chains now on second and long. Lewis wants to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they fail to hook up on third down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Got some room to run. They finally make it stop. And not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The defense finally
I have a minute
made
10.
a play, getting a tackle for loss.
Why?
They haven't had many of those today, because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Is he being hellion?
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack. Set him back, but they'll go for it here.
Campus with the
End zone.
No.
Oh, and he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just tripped his fingers. And they are stopped.
We can advance in Nick once I finish this game.
Decision will be questioned. Lewis to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
He thinks everything's funny right now.
That's why they've got a big lead.
High and deep.
Alright, Perry, you can advance it.
They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it.
Fuck
With
Nick.
yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really...
You're rubbing both your eyes. Just pay hand.
He's like, no.
Quit scratching me.
Hey, we're back ranked, baby. Let's go. Nick has Oregon. Damn. We get to see Mystic Valley versus Northern Missouri. Damn, Bama lost 26 to something to freaking Arkansas. He had a bye week, I'm assuming. Yeah, Georgia jumped you. Damn, Bama lost 52 to 28 to Arkansas. Dylan, what's your damn stats of these freaking defensive linemen that have been up for Lombardi? Jesus Christ. I'm interested to see, because I'm like, what the fuck? So Dylan's guys that are up for the Lombardi have less sacks than me is my D tackle, but I'm not even on the board. Make it make sense. I mean, my guy's got 37 TFLs. Nah, I'm about to BTA Iowa real fast. Pair.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course.
Nick, why did you bring your monitor with you?
Has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5.
there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
And feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area. But just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
Did Dylan get off?
Distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
No, it was just a genuine question of how his guys were that much better than mine to beat up for awards.
Downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a clutch. Is that what happened?
Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Hawkeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He wants to throw it. On a little time, lets it go. And he cruises his way to the...
I was not aware of Iowa's quarterback's game.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be damned, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that being there as a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. They'll run the toss. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. On a little time.
Oh my god, dude, my finger slipped off the button. I went to fucking do a bullet pass, and it did a lob.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down. The defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes.
Where are you going? Why would you go all the way back inside? I hate the blocking in this game.
Get back to what I did in the first part of that drive.
That's so aggravating.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. Smith dropping to pass. He unleashes a long one. Underneath toast to coverage, got it deep downfield. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
I think Dylan was ducking the smoke pair. Dylan was duck. What'd you say?
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
He doesn't want to play you pair. He knows Mystic Valley's hot at the right time.
Comes from the 22. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Right down the middle.
Talk about pair knocking Dylan out of the playoffs as he beats him.
Down the gut of the field.
No.
Instead, it'll be second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Really good job to pick up a
Pair, you sound like me earlier today.
39-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. A weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. On target. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We have the early makings of a
Yeah, fuck them kids.
as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Caught over the middle. It's Gilmore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on second down. Reads it, fires complete. Racing to the right.
I was not aware that Iowa's quarterback was like this.
Got some room. It was over.
It's bad.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a
Was too easy.
They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
On target over the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off play action on first down. Got his man quickly. He smashes his way through again. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Oh my god, dude. They get mossed. That's awful.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. There he goes. Inside the 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass.
And Iowa's hurry up. This is like the opposite of Iowa football.
First down, they'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, he makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. Sweet cut there. The offense will quickly use a timeout. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a...
I cannot stop Iowa's offense. This is awful.
He's looking to pass. Here's a heat. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Smith wants to throw. They're working that left side. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Such a shitty throw.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one.
Oh, they block it. Still on his feet. And remember, he can return it. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back looking for help. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The inside handoff. Got room to work. Turning it on. And they're able to get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Linebacker linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Bringing the heat. Got his man. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Using the quick game. Got enough space. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go.
Well. Nick, I'm going to steal that Heisman from you. Just wait.
He's already won one, so.
It's this fucking receiver I have is an absolute unit. Why did Dylan get off? Was he ducking the pear smoke?
Are you guys supposed to play tonight?
They play each other this week. Need Pear to be locked in. I need you watching motivational videos, Pear. Good night, Pear. Okay, let's see. 33-28. Iowa's quarterback is absolutely like that.
This guy has the ability to, with his
33-28.
people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
3 minutes left in the third, so I got some time.
Bringing it back.
No, I'm winning. I was down a half.
A little more dynamic, but
they returned the halftime kickback for a touchdown. So
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
how does this happen? They run an RPO screen, and I'm 2 over top on the outside, and my two guys are running into each other, and they're just going to take it and go.
Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed.
Make that 4 kick return touchdowns.
But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of a...
Good God, this white boy from Iowa.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Where's my actual running back? He keeps putting this bum-ass motherfucker in this game.
This is a really close.
He's not hurting. He's ran the ball twice. Low wear and tear.
Stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. To throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Hawkeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take
My guy's ran the ball 4 times. He's not in the game. I don't understand this. He's 4 for 119 in the tutty. Put him back in the game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points.
I think my 4 kick return touchdowns will say a little bit differently.
They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Smith dropping to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. With the catch, it's Chang. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down.
Oh my God, dude, we're not blocking a soul. This is aggravating the piss out of me.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This should be the last play of the quarter. He'll ride his man on the option. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. All the way in for the touchdown.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And to say this game has been entertaining would be a vast understatement. Let's go ahead and catch our breath for a moment and also catch up on the stats. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the 4th. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone.
We go to swat it, and he catches it off the swat for a touchdown. What is this? I swatted it, Nick, into... No, I'm losing now by 2. That swat was to make it 4th and 3. Or, yeah, 4th and 3. Instead, I swat it into his hands for a tutty. All right, Clemente. It's your chance to get killed. Okay.
To the tailback. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That's caught. It's Chang. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smith wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. Got it inside the 10. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide
It is now 54 to 49.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
Yeah.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that.
Throw an
return
absolute
at the
nuke.
22. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
That's a big sack. That's a big sack.
13. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a huge play. Got it. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field.
My running back won't even come back on the field.
Sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Smith dropping to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got a touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution.
After our game where I dislocated his thumb.
Continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this.
Dude, Iowa just breaks everything. Like, tackle animation, breaks tackle animation, breaks tackle animation again, Tutty. I'm going to kill myself.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame.
60 to 56.
And do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking.
Nick, it's about to be 70. It's 67 to 57 now.
That can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Working that left side now. Finally corralled, and not before. He picks up the first down. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's in for the score.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead.
He's lost 2 in a row.
And make this game almost out of reach.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that.
Yeah, I'm about to lose this one, so.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know.
There he goes. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open, makes the catch. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Might be calling a hot route. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature future of this offense, and this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Finds the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out quickly. Oh, the hops. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they just...
Touchdown, Iowa! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. One more play to pad the stats. Smith dropping to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.